I'm gonna hate myself later when I watch myself like picking up all these crumbs. My self-esteem is just gonna go like through the floor. Hey everyone, welcome to Conscious Consumerism. Now, don't be scared. I know it looks completely off. I'm not Alexa, I'm not nearly as beautiful, but you are in the right place. So, what are we gonna do today? Well, since she gave me the reins, I figured we would make the easiest, simplest, no-fail pumpkin pie. It also happens to be the very best pumpkin pie recipe I have ever tasted. In fact, every time we've made it, we've finished it the same day. Now, I know it's probably not the best thing in the world for your body, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's just hard to resist. So here we go. It's very simple. It just requires a handful of ingredients. You start with one 15-ounce can of pumpkin puree. Now, this is not a pie filling, this is just pure pumpkin puree, okay? So all we do, we add that to the bowl, trying to get it all out of this can here, make sure we don't waste anything, you know, conscious consumerism. While I'm doing this, I will add that this is a very cheap recipe because it uses non-perishable items that you should have, or most people have in their pantry. So there's our can of pumpkin. Then we use 3/4 of a cup of full fat coconut milk. We like this Polar brand because it's really thick, it's really rich. We get it at our local grocery store. So I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna try to get it all in there. The 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, light brown sugar, you should have, most people have in their pantry. If not, it's really cheap to buy. Then we have a 1/4 cup of cornstarch. I don't have the can out here, but it's just the cheapest cornstarch you can get. So you add that. What that's gonna do is thicken up the pie and make it that consistent like pumpkin pie texture that you're used to getting out of like a full non-vegan pumpkin pie. A 1/4 cup of the maple syrup. The next thing we're gonna do is 2 to 3 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. We just get this at Trader Joe's, but there is a recipe, we'll link it in the description for making it. It's just cinnamon and cloves and some allspice and stuff like that. Really simple to make, but we also just buy the pre-made stuff. We opt for 2 teaspoons of it because we don't like the really spicy pumpkin pie. But if you want more, just add the extra 1/3 teaspoon of it. So there's that. All right, the next thing we have is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I've already measured it out. Here it is. Any vanilla extract will do. Most people have that in their pantry. And then the last thing is 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This just helps the flavors come out and really brings that pumpkin and the spice forward so that you taste it. Once we've done all that, I'm just gonna whisk this until it gets to be nice and smooth. If you can see here, we have this nice creamy filling and it's gonna pour nicely into our pie. We've found that the Mrs. Smith pie crusts work the best for us because they don't have lard or any dairy products in them and they cook really well and evenly. So let me go grab that now. Okay, all right, so I've got my pie crust. All I'm going to do is take my pumpkin pie filling that I've just made and pour it into my pie crust. I'm gonna scrape the bowl, but not very well because believe it or not, just the pie filling is really good by itself and I kind of like that little treat later, but for right now, I gotta get rid of this thing. So yeah, we're gonna take our spatula and just kind of lightly smooth the top of the pie out just for cosmetic reasons, but you don't have to do this, okay? So like I said, we've got our oven at 350. This is gonna go in the oven just like it is on a cookie sheet so that it cooks more evenly for 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, we're gonna pull the pie out and then we're gonna tint it with aluminum foil. For right now, let's get this in our preheated 350-degree oven. It looks like we're ready. Oh, look at that. It looks so delicious.
I'm sorry for the interruption, but you're gonna have to forgive the me from 2 days ago. You see, I just made this pie again today when I was filming the pecan pie. I'll link it there. And I realized there's a better way to do this. So I'm going to interrupt the video just to show you. To tent the pumpkin pie, we're going to take the aluminum foil, a pretty large piece, and you know the bowl we use to mix the pie in? Yeah, we're gonna wash it out while the pie is cooking for the first 40 minutes. Then we're gonna take the aluminum foil and we're gonna form it around the top of the bowl. Okay? You'll notice we have this perfect dome shape. And, well, if your bowl's the same size as mine, it ends up being about the same diameter as our pie. Once we've done that, we can take our pie and just put the foil over the top of it. We don't even have to tuck the foil underneath, just make sure that it doesn't fall off as you're putting it in the oven. Yeah, that works really well. In fact, you can see the pie I made from earlier today. It's perfect. It has no blemishes in it. So you could disregard that portion of the video and insert or use this method. It works flawlessly. Yeah, for now, back to the video. That will protect the crust, keep it from getting too dry, and help the middle of the pie and the bottom of the pie crust continue to cook without overcooking the outside. So right now, let's get this back in the oven for 20 more minutes and then we're done. It's time to unveil the world's best pumpkin pie. It is completely vegan and it's delicious. Let's check it out. Ow, hot. Ow, hot. Ow. Ah. Oh, man. We screwed it up. We have one piece that got stuck to the foil. Well, here's our almost perfect pumpkin pie. I have one little corner stick to my tented foil, but as you can see, the crust around is like a nice golden brown. It's all evenly cooked throughout. The outside edge and the middle are all the same perfect brown color. When your pie is cool to the touch, like I can put my hand on it, I can pick it up, is not burning me, that means you are ready to cut it. If I really had time, I would wait and put this in the fridge and like let it chill. But even being a little warm, it's still kind of created a pretty good even cut. So there's our pie. If you wanted, you could Pinterest this thing up. You could put like decorations all over the top and make it look pretty. But honestly, it's not really gonna matter when your guests, if you have guests for Thanksgiving or if you're making this for yourself, the flavor alone speaks for itself. It doesn't need anything. It doesn't need to look fancy. It's like the most unassuming, delicious pumpkin pie you'll ever eat, I promise. Hey, look, if you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, subscribe, and if you made this or you have questions, let us know in the comments. We would love to get back with you on it. And yeah, if you like the video, I think we'll do more of them in the future. Probably more with Alexa because she's a little bit easier on the eyes and she's a little more fluid on camera, I think. But until then, yeah, we'll see you next time. I think I was supposed to save some of this for Alexa. Oh, I was supposed to take pictures of it and I haven't done that yet. Oops. I'm gonna have to take pictures of a different piece. This means I'll get to eat another piece. But then there won't be. Yeah, we probably should not have done this on a day we have guests coming.